This is the last episode.
There is a washer machine or dryer or something going on in the room right next to this one. And if the mics pick it up, I'm sorry. That's really it. I also want to apologize
for your crimes.
I don't know why I don't know why that made me laugh. It's like saying sorry and then it's like, oh, one more thing, let me apologize. I don't know why that combination of words makes me laugh so much.
What the fuck are you sorry about?
Exactly. I don't know.
No, give me a real answer.
No,
you have something. Confess,
no.
My son.
No. So okay. So I don't want. Do I want to explain this? Sure. Why not? I was saying I'm sorry about the washer and dryer, right? Like that was a legit sorry. And then afterwards, I was like, oh yeah, hold on, let me apologize.
Everyone's laughing so hard right now.
It's the thing. It's one of those things that only I enjoy and no one else does. But that's fine.
I love when comedians explain jokes on stage.
You didn't let me not. You forced my mouth.
You talked to yourself and said, I shouldn't, and then you just kept going. You converse with no one but you and your brain, and then you didn't stop yourself.
Yeah, and you said like 3 words, and I was like, well, I guess I have to now.
I thought there was going to be a joke in the explanation, but there wasn't. It was just you saying what was in your brain.
Yeah.
That's not always funny.
Welcome to the last episode. Yeah, pretty much.
Who's that fucking guy? I forgot his name. I watched his stand-up and it sucked. The guy who got big for like dissing Logan Paul on Twitter or whatever.
Oh, Chris Lee. I love Chris Lee.
He's not funny.
Oh,
he's a frat douchebag.
Oh,
but what's the joke? This guy's fat in the audience. Wow, you're so fat.
Okay.
Fuck off. His comedy sucks. Logan Paul was right. The zingers were good, but his comedy sucks ass. It's bad.
I love Chris Lee.
It fucking sucks.
Dude, there's one.
You're too nice on comedians, dude. You're way too nice.
I am. There's one listener.
He fucking sucks, but his zingers are hilarious.
There's one listener that I know for a fact loves Chris Lee. Listens to his podcast every single week, and he's currently
his
about to
podcast might be funny,
unsubscribe.
but his stand-up, the one that I saw, sucks. I couldn't finish it.
That's fine.
It's like I love Donald Glover's stand-up sucks.
See, yeah. I want to say
I don't like his stand-up.
I don't like his stand-up either. I was gonna say not
Bo Burnham in stand-up, not anything else he does.
Not every comedian is for everyone.
Yeah. But I thought he was funnier than he actually was.
That's fine.
That's really disheartening to me.
Yeah, I like
when you find like a comedian says a funny thing and then you look at them like actually they're not that funny. Their comedy style is different than what they did that was funny here.
I know what you mean.
It's like damn.
I like Chris Lee a lot. Every time there's a new special of his, I'm like, oh cool. His specials are just fun.
Like you know what I want to talk about?
Have a good time.
Talking about comedians again.
What?
Fucking Eddie Murphy. Holy shit.
What about him?
You know how he got big? He said the word pussy a lot. Talking about how fucking famous he was.
Are you saying
that was his whole special?
Are you saying you don't like Eddie Murphy's stand-up?
No, but I think he was really funny when he was in movies.
What about his
then he fucking bottomed out. Nobody cares about him anymore.
Like even his old stand-up?
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Where he's wearing the iconic red suit.
I mean Raw?
Yes, Raw.
Eddie Murphy Raw?
That thing sucks.
Wow.
It's the same joke for an hour long.
Wow, interesting.
Man, be a comedian. You get pussy so easy. Pussy. It's so nothing. It's like a 10-year-old's. But at the time, it was like, wow, because Richard Pryor died. So, wow, this is so... No, it's not.
Another black boy saying words that are bad.
That are offensive. Richard Pryor did that shit way beforehand, and it was
Richard
not...
Richard Pryor was way more genuine
and
about
it wasn't as vulgar. Like, it was vulgar just to be vulgar. And I get it. That was his thing. Mm-hmm. But that was before, like, vulgar humor was, like, hit. Like, 2000 was, like, let's just be gross.
Yeah. I blame Howard Stern.
I do blame Howard Stern.
Howard Stern...
That wasn't his fault. He didn't usher in this wave. On purpose. On purpose.
Is it okay to say he invented the shock jock?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Got it.
Yes.
I don't know if there was one before him. That's why.
They're like maybe pirate radio stations or something.
Yeah.
But on like a mainstream level, no. Howard Stern was like the first.
Got it.
You have no Opie and Anthony without Howard Stern.
Yeah.
And Opie and Anthony went off the fucking rails too.
The only good thing about Opie and Anthony was Anthony and Jimmy. It's literally the only thing.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, and that's why when Opie, what happened? Something happened with Opie.
He said a racist.
No, Anthony said a racist. But not really.
Oh no, I forget. They both done dumb things. I don't know what they're.
Well, Opie's the not funny one. Anthony's the funny one. Opie's the one that anytime there was a funny like dialogue happening, like all those things that you hate about O&A was like how it was like randomly we got a naked woman jacking off a midget over here. Yeah. That's Opie.
It's like, hey, have sex for free beer for a year in like a public place. Like, what is this?
Yeah, that was all Opie.
It's like I can't see this, so it's not even shocking to watch. It's just, I heard about it
because Opie didn't have his own like comedic voice.
Yeah,
and so he's like, the only way I can be funny is by
the envelope.
Shocking everyone. Yeah. But Anthony was actually the funny one. Anyways, This is the last episode of the podcast. My name is Lewis.
I'm not Eddie Murphy fan, number 29 on cracksedscomments.com.
I was about to say, go to a four. Yeah.
Cracked used to be really funny too.
Was it?
Yeah.
I never cracked.
Shout out to my man Sean Baby, whatever he's doing nowadays.
Sean Bean.
No, Sean Bean's dead.
Always.
Okay. Remember the funny joke of Sean Bean dies in every movie he's in?
Yeah.
Is that joke so relevant nowadays?
You know what I love about Sean Bean?
What? Actually, what? I'm really curious.
So I saw an interview of him like last year. They asked him, so what are your thoughts on like how the show has progressed since you've left? He's like, I haven't watched since I died. Like, I don't care at all.
Like, I love when people do that. They go I don't watch my own show, dude. What do you want?
So honest about it.
It's really funny.
He was like, I read the script where I died. I was like, oh, well, that's a shame.
Yeah.
This was good.
This is a paycheck. I'm out. Peace.
Yeah.
Peace, dog.
Yeah. I was like, that's so honest. I love it.
Because like fucking people forget these people. Sure, they're artists in some respect, but at the end of the day, they're just doing a job.
Oh yeah, for sure.
They don't have to keep watching what they're not a part of.
And it's not like Sean Bean like needed Game of Thrones.
No, he was just like, I'm making money.
Having Sean Bean in Game of Thrones was more of just like a cherry on top of an already good show.
Yeah, because that's a lot of people in that show.
Like, I'm not saying anyone could play Ned Stark. That's not what I'm saying. But like, it didn't have to be Sean Bean. He was just like great pick.
I wish I was Sean Bean.
Why?
I could die in everything and get paid for it.
And get paid so much money.
It must be fun to act like you're dying.
Yeah, he's really good at it.
Oh yeah, that's why they make him do it every time.
Yeah.
It's like the 90s. He dies in fucking everything.
Yeah.
But why is that? I wonder why is that a thing?
Why
was it really happenstance, or was it just like a funny coincidence?
I think it might be just a happenstance thing that like.
Or is it like a weird like a mind melding thing with society where the joke became real at a certain point and they just couldn't not do it,
and like people forget
like racism.
That's like my kind of thing.
That's why I'm like waiting for you to bounce off me and you didn't.
No,
I'm disappointed in you.
I was surprised that you did like my kind of joke.
Like Uncle Tom, like some dumb shit that doesn't matter.
The Jews,
yeah,
just like my own type of thing.
What's something if it's like, did the joke go on long enough where they just said, let's just make this a real thing?
Yeah,
but then nobody realized that they were doing that.
What's that thing called where like like people for like, oh god, what is it called? I'm really bad at words. When like something happens and people like think that they remember
the Mandela effect.
There you go.
Which is mostly a bunch of bullshit.
Oh no, it totally is. But
YouTubers who study pseudoscience and meditate a lot study a pseudoscience talk about, man, see, they always have a British accent. Like, who's the fucking the boy with long hair who's British?
All
people think he's really smart, but he's actually not that smart.
All boys. All British.
He was on Joe Rogan's podcast and he was a fucking nut on it.
Wait, are we talking about Sargon and Akkad?
No, he's another dumb British boy.
I love that
for other reasons.
I like Sargon,
but he actually has a brain that does things.
Yeah,
the fucking comedian dude. He was in.
God, I don't know.
You don't know?
Is it Russell Brand?
Russell Brand. Fucking Russell Brand's one of those dudes too.
Okay, so I used to think that about Russell Brand, and he's had Jordan Peterson on his podcast twice now. And then he interviewed Sam Harris also.
His brain has some smart parts in it, but he talks about that dumb bullshit of like Mandela effect stuff.
Yeah, he's not
alone. A lot of those people exist, and they got the Mandela effect to be a thing in modern conversation. I'm like, that's dumb.
What I used to think about
Mandela never died. Yeah, he did. What are you talking about? You weren't alive when he died. What are you talking about? You're 23.
What I used to think about Russell Brand was like, oh, this guy's just like
using a bunch of bad comedy.
He's trying to use big words to sound smart, even though he doesn't know what they mean.
Sometimes he knows what they mean.
See, that's the thing. I started watching him a lot recently. Mostly because he's interviewing people I care about. And that's just the way he talks. I don't think Russell Brand is trying to sound smarter than he is.
He talks like me when I was like 17.
I think, I
hate it.
But that's
how I used to talk like.
Yeah, but that's the thing. That's just him. I think I legitimately believe that Russell Brand is a genuine dude, and that's what.
No, I don't think he's not being disingenuous. Yeah. I just think he's not as smart as he thinks he is.
Yeah, and I agree with
that. Regardless of the way he speaks.
Yeah.
And that's annoying because people fall for it.
Yeah, I used to think he was trying to do it to purposely trick people.
It's really easy to be pseudo-intellectual nowadays. Yeah, but it's really easy.
But he's not he's just not intellectual. There's a difference between being pseudo-intellectual and not being intellectual.
Just a man who people think who thinks he's really smart.
Yeah, and
that's what a pseudo-intellectual is.
And Russell Brand is not a not smart person.
No, he's not an idiot.
But he's not an
He
intellectual.
said some dumbass things, but he's not a complete goof.
No, yeah. Like, yeah, anyways. Let's talk about some things.
The Berenstein Bears.
Yeah, there you go. Now, I'll talk about Deadpool 2 and how I'm surprised that Andres here actually. I forgot that you like Deadpool.
Yeah, I like Deadpool 1. What the fuck are you talking about?
So funny.
We talked about that for like a half hour. Like, I was happy that it was like gonna push these movies to be more rated R, and we got Logan after that.
You can understand why I thought you were cynical about it.
No,
right?
I was, because I talked about, man, I hope this movie isn't shit, because it could have been, and it wasn't. I was very happy about it.
Got it.
Because it could have been Garbo.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Deadpool in a lot of things has been Garbo since like I always blame it on Marvel vs. Capcom 3. When he showed up in there, it ruined Deadpool in the mainstream forever.
God.
People thought that that's all he was, and it ruined it. Because chimichangas.
Yeah, that's not.
I'm like, oh no, he only does that sometimes.
Yeah.
And then one writer took that and ran with it all the way home to the bank.
Deadpool was great in the late 90s. That's it.
He's got some cool stuff every now and then when it's like a side character. But man, I haven't read a good Deadpool thing in a while.
What's the yeah?
I like it when people get confused for Spider-Man. I love that running gag.
That's fun
because it's the same fucking colors.
Yeah, I still haven't read the Deadpool Spider-Man crossover thing.
Those are fun.
I know those are fun.
I've read
haven't
those.
read them
fun.
yet. And anyways, I saw Deadpool 2 the other day, and I'll try to talk about it without spoiling it. I think the first one is better. The second one tried a little bit too hard to be. They try to make Deadpool a little too serious, which is not how that character works. It's hard to do that.
Lies and slander, they can do that.
No. I'll say it's hard to do it though. Like it's not easy to make It's not easy to make Deadpool serious, and I'm not like. And so like
you're not sold in the serious tone they were going for sometimes.
Yeah, it was, and there were
that one was kind of serious for some.
There were too many scenes that dragged on a little bit too long, and then like
the comedy or the serious,
the serious stuff, and where you would wait for a joke and you'd wait for, and it's like, come on, just
oh, it sets you up in a way that like on accident, or trying to set you up for a punchline.
Yeah, and then there's so much I want to talk about the movie that with like spoiler stuff, and I won't. I promise I won't. But
it just came out.
It just came out. Yeah, it's it was a little disappointing for me.
Also because you don't like Cable.
I don't.
And
like
he's
Cable.
like the main person in this movie. Is Cable.
Yeah,
and then when I saw Cable, I'm like, holy shit, Cable! Yeah, at the end of Deadpool 1.
Yeah, I'll say.
It's like, fuck yeah, Cable.
All I'll say about Cable is I think Cable is a boring character.
You like Josh Brolin as Cable?
I like Josh Brolin.
Josh Brolin's a handsome boy.
I think Josh Brolin played Cable pretty well, but he
is the perfect choice for Cable, and it made me very happy.
Because Cable's so boring.
You don't like Cable?
I don't like Cable. I don't like Cable by himself. I think Cable is interesting with Deadpool. Maybe with other people, I haven't read enough of Cable's stuff.
Whenever I see Cables with other people.
Yeah,
that's my thing with it.
Yeah,
Cable because Marvel, baby, Marvel's Capcom, nostalgia. It all comes back around.
It all comes to MVC at the end of the day.
Man, it would really awesome. You know, there's this movie that came out. It's got really hot called Infinity War.
Heard of it?
It'd really great if there was a fighting game that had a bunch of them in it.
Yeah, man, I wish.
Yeah, but I really wish that came out.
Yeah,
it would have been pretty cool. Like Thanos was in it, and like Captain Marvel was in it. Yeah, and Iron Man. That'd be really dope, huh?
Oh, okay. So Isaiah.
God, that joke hurts every time I think about it.
So Isaiah, who used to be named Alonzo, who was the other co-host on this podcast before he died, his dead ghost recently told me.
I forget that he's dead.
Yeah.
Which is funny because I saw him like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
I saw his corpse.
He spent the night the other day. We watched Deadpool together. Like,
it's like Weekend at Bernie's. He just brought him sunglasses on.
Yeah,
he stank up.
So he told me something that totally blew my mind because
Are you allowed to say it on the podcast?
Because I forgot.
This isn't confidential information.
No, it's about Marvel. It's about Marvel.
Okay.
He reminded me about something that I totally forgot. Remember how I was so annoyed at Infinity War for not having Adam Warlock?
Yeah.
Well, apparently, I forgot about this. At the end of Guardians 2, the gold people create Adam Warlock, and I forgot about that. Remember?
Don't actually.
At the end of Guardians 2, remember the gold people, and they're like, it's like, what are you going to do? Oh, we have this secret thing.
And they call him Adam Warlock by name?
No, but you see the like container that Adam Warlock is created in, and then like it's Adam, like that's the thing that Adam Warlock was created in. And
I should rewatch that to remind, because I don't remember that.
Yeah, I can visually remember that scene again. And I was like,
I saw Guardians 2 when I rented it off a Redbox at like 1 a.m.
That's fine.
So I don't remember that.
That's the best way to watch Guardians 2.
Because I was like, hey, it's more of the same movie. I like the first one a lot.
Yeah,
I'll wait till it comes out on DVD and then
fair.
Still a good movie though. Guardians 2 is a pretty good movie.
No, it's still good. Not as good as first, but that's fine.
Because you can't catch lightning in a bottle twice.
Yeah,
that's impossible.
It feels good. Like that movie feels.
It's still a good movie, but they weren't trying to do the first one as hard because they knew.
Yeah.
Also, the villain is way better.
And what?
Ego is way better. He's a really good villain.
Yeah.
Also, people kind of forget that they set up, fucking Star-Lord's character moment in Infinity War in Guardians 2. Because when Ego gives him the reason that he's a villain, he just starts blasting him away like no problem.
Oh yeah.
Not even it's like this character. Right. It's like set up super. It's who he is.
Yeah,
so people shouldn't be shocked.
I still get so mad at people who's like, freaking Quinn ruined the freaking Infinity War.
For a movie to happen, someone had to do something dumb, and they picked him. It could have been anybody.
If you're gonna pick someone to do something dumb, he's the perfect person to pick because he does things that are dumb.
And Spidey's too important that kids like, so they can't make him do it.
That's the thing, but Peter Parker isn't dumb.
No, he's just a kid.
He's inept.
He's not irrational. He's just immature, not irrational.
There you go. That's better.
Yeah. Quinn is irrational. A little immature, but he's irrational mainly.
For sure.
Because he don't got no mama or papa. He got raised by
Yondu, a blue boy.
By Dale from Walking Dead.
Yeah. He got in the best character in freaking Call of the Dead.
Oh yeah. Fucking I love Yondu so much.
Yeah, the actor's name.
That whistle shit is like too overpowered.
Oh, so they had to. Spoiler alert: they had to kill him off.
Yeah, the sick ass mohawk.
He could have defeated Thanos that way.
Yeah,
just whistled at him, and then he would have died
instantly.
All right. We're gonna talk about Black Ops 4, but that'll be like after the less important things.
Can you hear the dog on the microphones?
I can't.
Our special guest from last week is back again.
My dog is crying because he has a cone on, and she's mad at everyone. I don't know if you can pick that up, but it sounds really sad.
It's adorable.
It's very sad.
But I feel very sad at the same time.
She'll be fine.
My baby instincts, not my maternal instincts, my baby instincts are coming back to me.
Oh
my God, fuck my ears.
The Vita's officially dead again.
In the West again.
Yeah. So remember how the Vita died 7 years ago?
Yeah.
When it came out.
When it came out on launch.
Remember when the Vita died when it came out? Then it died 3 years later, and then it died. No.
It was after Persona 4 Golden came out in the US.
And then it died again. And then it died again last year.
It died actually a little bit earlier this year, but we didn't talk about it.
Yeah.
The first big story of it was that, okay, you know how PS Plus works, right?
Yeah.
They said they're removing PS Vita games next year in March. Same with PS3.
Yeah.
Because, they're old consoles and licensing, it's not worth the money. I get it. So that was like another blow to it. And the story that we're going to talk about is that they're confirming that they're going to be ending their production of physical cartridges for the Vita in the West in March in 2019, which is next year.
Yep.
Which is also the same time they're going to be getting rid of the PS Plus bonus games for the Vita. Makes sense.
Yeah, makes sense.
So yeah, I was shocked to know when it's dying in the West.
Yeah, I'm sad about it.
The story of it is that, well, for one, it's not even that big of a deal because most games for the Vita are digital only.
Yeah.
And 2, most people bought games digital only for the Vita anyways.
Mm-hmm.
But 3, why the fuck are those cartridges still so expensive? Not the physical games, the memory cards.
Yeah.
Those things are stupidly ridiculous.
It's
Sony.
Sony.
Is what I will always talk about. I think that thing is what killed the Vita.
The reason is it's Sony. Like Sony's problem of proprietary hardware.
They wanted to do UMDs again, but for memory.
Yeah.
It's like, you're insane. Why would you ever do that?
They should have learned from the mistake from the PS3. Like, look. If the PSP thing, I get. They thought the UMD would work.
They thought they're gonna be like. They tried to make the DVD again.
Yeah, exactly. They thought it would work.
I get it, but no.
Yeah.
No.
I can give them a pass on that one though. What I can't.
The Vita is like, that's like just hubris.
Well, the one that they should have learned from the mistake like right away was PS3. Knowing that
was a long time ago.
But exactly, knowing that they created a console that made no sense in terms of like
internal hardware, making it hard to develop for.
Struggled. Developers told Sony, it's like, hey, if you don't make this more easy to make games on, we're not going to make games on your freaking platform.
And almost every port that was on the PS3 for games that are multi-platform was the worst version.
Yeah, worst version. Yeah, exactly.
Almost every single time. Because obviously.
Yeah, exactly. And
that's why the best games for the PS3, that performance-wise and usually game-wise, were because it was their proprietary like first-party studios like Guerrilla Games and Naughty Dog and Insomniac, because they knew the hardware inside and out because they worked with them for so long.
Yep.
But even then, still have a bitch of a time working on that hardware.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm sad. Do you think so?
In hindsight, if you were a person like me who bought it for the Japanese games, they're still saying they're going to be producing cards through 2019 minimum in the East. So if you still care about importing Japanese games physically, you're fine.
Which arguably are the best.
The games that are actually good on that system.
Yeah.
There are good Western games on there, like ports of indie games and stuff. And
so do you think it's time for the homebrew community to like...
They exist in the Vita already.
Exactly. So do you think it's time for me to possibly legally hack my Vita?
No, do it on a 3DS.
I don't have a 3DS.
Because the amount of stuff you can do on 3DS is just higher.
Okay. Well, my thing is like, they're not going to be making more games. Like,
no, they are.
They're going to be
Vita still.
For the Vita.
Still to this day, the port for Mighty Number 9 on the Vita and 3DS are still not confirmed for release date.
Oh my God.
Those are promised.
Jesus Christ.
There's still no day for it.
I still remember when they announced that BioShock was the two BioShock announced. We talk about this all the time.
Yeah.
That they were going to do a
Sweet ass RPG on it too.
Yeah,
which I was really hyped for.
Their own like BioShock weird RPG situation.
It's like a strategy game too.
Yeah,
like
weird
RPG,
thing.
like a Fire Emblem or something. I was like, oh, I'm down for this.
And that died, which I understand
because of infinite sales.
Yeah, that
it still sold well, but not for what 2K wanted because game industry stuff is stupid.
And then the one that makes me even more sad, it's surprisingly even more sad, is that they said that they're going to do a remake, or not remake, a version of the BioShock 1 on the Vita, which they eventually did for the iPhone.
Yeah, for the iPhone.
People forget you can get BioShock on your iPhone, like the first game, the whole game.
You could get Dead Space 1 on your iPhone, couldn't you?
It's not like real Dead Space. It's good. Yeah. Honestly, I love the
it's a shockingly decent port for what it is.
It's not a port. It's a different game.
Like because it's on Android. It's a pseudo remake.
It's on Android. Get it. Get it.
I'm not gonna get it.
That's good.
I played no games on my phone.
That's fine.
I only learn off of my phone with
If
apps.
you were to play a game on your phone, get Dead Space. It's really good. It's like it's a good own package thing.
Dead Space. I'm so sad. I'm kind of sad and happy that it's dead. Because the way it was going, that series.
Yeah. Well, I know what you mean. I like Dead Space 3.
No, I don't. Okay, Dead Space 3 is not a bad game.
Yeah. I
But
think
the parts that made it controversial in the first place are what killed that game's success.
Which
the series success.
My main thing is that I think critics overblew how actiony that game was. It still felt like Dead Space, but it's just
and that game is built for co-op and it suffers in single player.
Yeah,
and that's a problem.
That's a big thing. But like the whole thing when everyone is saying like it's not Dead Space anymore, it's an action shooter. It's like no, it's not. It's there for like the beginning.
It's not scary anymore.
It's there at the beginning of the game and then there a little bit at the end, but that's it.
It is not strictly only action, but it is a mainly action game, and that's not what I want from Dead Space.
I know what you mean
because the series got more and more actiony based, which fine.
Mm-hmm.
But 3 was like it just became a corridor shooter.
Yeah, okay.
Which it was still kind of fun because the gun shit. Mm-hmm. Besides the egregious like pay to get upgrades that system, which was really ridiculous.
Yeah, shut up, dog.
Making your custom guns was an awesome time in that game. It was really
cool.
fun.
Yeah, very unique.
And in co-op, you could fucking break that game. It was a good time in co-op.
I never co-oped.
I'd love to replay that game on the PC with people because that game, co-op, when you get to the halfway point of that game, where you can actually like make custom guns the way you want to, you fuck shit up. It is a good time.
Cool.
It's fun to be overpowered in a game. That's meant to be like, meant to make you feel underpowered.
Last thing is Lord of the Rings. Something happened.
Oh yeah, there was what is the source? It's
I saw something happen this week, but I didn't look into it. So
yeah, it's a tweet from a trusted
and
fan vetted The One Ring Nets, which I assume is just a big fan site like the Call of Duty. What is it? The Call of Duty fan site?
Charlie Intel.
It's like one of those where it's like they just get the most reliable things possible.
Yeah.
Discovered through multiple sources for the upcoming Amazon Lord of the Rings series, which we talked about, is the most expensive thing fucking ever.
Yeah, $200 million.
It's going to be rumored. Heavily confirmed rumor is that it's going to be focusing on Aragon.
Interesting.
Before the events of Lord of the Rings.
Interesting. That's not what I thought.
From what I vaguely know of that series, never been covered in a book.
Really?
Right?
I don't know. I don't.
Because the only things that are officially vetted are the Lord of the Rings series,
yeah.
like that have the name on them, and then The Hobbit, and that's it, right?
The Shadow of War stuff, and Shadow of Mordor.
Well, besides like the games and stuff.
Oh, okay, I see. Like books and movies.
Like focusing on just these characters, there's no books that have been written.
Not that I know of.
By Tolkien, at least.
Yeah, not by Tolkien.
Which people usually like say if it's not Tolkien, it doesn't count.
Yeah.
Which, if you want to think that way, that's totally fine.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to fight you on that because the games go in weird directions.
Yeah.
Like the Shadow of Mordor games go in some weird places.
It's cool though.
In some cool ways, if you're into that series. I don't know enough about the series to know if I like what they did with those games.
Yeah.
But there's more than one ring.
Like I think it's interesting on its own, but like I don't know.
Like the newest one, I watched like someone play it for a couple hours. That looks like fan fiction.
Oh, cool. See, I like that stuff.
Which I don't know if that's cool or not.
The reason
I can't judge because I'm not a fan of Lord of the Rings.
The reason I like that stuff is because of how much I loved like old Star Wars books and games and stuff.
Right. Like
so like the idea
expanded universe stuff.
Yeah. So the idea of having like fan feeling games that like expand the universe of Lord of the Rings in a silly way, I think is rad.
Hell, that game is worth playing now, and they get rid of the stupid loot box shit.
Yeah,
and it'll be really cheap. Like once the Game of the Year edition comes out, it'll be like fun to play.
Yeah,
even with the first one at least, because it's more the same.
So yeah, I don't. Okay, I like it.
Is Aragorn elf boy?
Aragorn. No,
Aragorn. He's a human. I don't know his name.
He's a human boy. He's the main boy. He's a human boy.
The boy with curly hair.
He's a king boy.
Oh,
the human that's not Sean Bean.
Yeah, I think wow, Sean Bean's coming up a lot today.
Yeah.
How come we can't have a story about Gandalf when he was young?
No.
Being a fucking hot
Look,
stud.
there's so much.
With his elf wife or whatever. I don't know.
See, I expected them to do like way before Hobbit. Like
before
Hobbit.
Any of these characters?
Yeah, but
I think that'd be too risky for like this amount of money.
Yeah, they want to do something that's
someone's
a little bit
name
more...
needs to be around that people know.
But they could have done...
Of who else? Who could they have picked?
Gandalf.
Gandalf?
Gandalf.
I wanted
Alf. They could have done
Alf. Alf in the Dark Age, in the Middle Age.
Yeah, back when he was a hardcore drug addict.
No, yeah, he was hanging out with the orcs.
Yeah, smoking wed.
Big wed.
Big wed.
I'm not happy about how they made the cool spider creature into like just a hot lady.
What?
For the new Lord of the Rings game. She's just some hot lady in a black dress.
Oh.
You meet her and it's like she's like, what's her name again?
I don't know.
You saw a movie. You read book.
I have books. Yeah.
Whatever the lady, the female spider, like whatever she is, they made her like a hot lady for some reason.
Interesting.
Everyone's like, why? And that's all we got out of it.
Is it sad that when I think of giant spider, I think of
Skyrim?
No.
How it falls really shittily from the first dungeon.
No, something even way worse. That
you're gonna bring up like a goddamn THQ licensed cartoon game again?
No, I'm thinking of Call of Duty Zombies, the map Zetsubo no Shima, the worst map of Black Ops 3.
That's the coolest idea for a map.
It really is. But like the idea of like a mini boss in the middle of a map.
That shit sucks. I hate that shit.
No, that was cool.
It was dumb when they did it with Romero.
No, but no, Ramiro sucked.
R.I.P.
No, Ramiro sucked.
No, he didn't. He was a good man. He made bad movies, but he was a good man.
No, Ramiro in Call of the Dead sucked.
Yeah, you gotta clarify, dude. You gotta clarify.
Yeah. The giant spider boy thing in Setsubun Chiba was rad as hell. And then you got a free freaking Widow's Wine out of it. And it was fun.
I wish I could drink my widow's wine.
Thanks.
She's dead.
So I think it's time, since we're talking about Call of Duty, let's talk about Black Ops 4.
Wait, no, I want to talk about one more cool thing.
All right, one more thing.
Because this is for actually two things really quick.
Okay.
My man Guillermo del Toro
Heard of it?
is making a horror series for Netflix.
Ooh.
And I'm like, oh fuck yeah, dude! I'm down for this. It's going to be 10 episodes. It's going to be called. It's an anthology series.
Okay.
10 After Midnight.
Interesting.
So I'm hoping it's going to be like a weird thing where it's every episode's like its own short story or something,
like a Twilight Zone situation.
Whatever, or like a Tales of the Crypt.
Yeah.
Or I hope it's that
Monster of the Week, but like not that.
I'm just excited. I just want like Ron Perlman to come back just for some reason.
Yeah, I like Ron Perlman.
I just like Ron Perlman in general.
Can we have Ron Perlman as like the narrator? Like
like a Fallout?
No, I'm
you know that, right? Though he's a narrator for Fallout.
Really?
Yeah, it's the first game.
Cool.
It's Ron Perlman. If you think about it, you can hear it.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Like war and
I'm thinking more of like
Series of Unfortunate Events.
There you go. Like you'll see him come out and be like,
can you wear those sick ass boots he wore in Pacific Rim, the first one?
Sure, yeah, that'd be great.
Those boots are awesome.
Yeah. Can we just?
Yeah. Are you ever going to see Uprising?
No.
The movie made me sad because it exists.
Is it out?
It came out like a couple months ago.
Did you watch it?
No, because it made me sad thinking about. I was like,
dude, that movie,
no.
like they transformerized Pacific Rim.
The designs are so lame.
So lame. It looked bad. It looked like a bad film.
They slimmed them all down. No one has an iconic look anymore.
The trailers made it felt like
Guillermo isn't on the project, which is what made me like I don't care anymore.
That's probably why it felt like a Michael Bay film.
Because Guillermo,
that's just the trailer
making
itself.
Pacific Rim was like him making his childhood dream.
Yeah, giant robots versus giant monsters.
But it's like his love for like
and not
giant robo and kaiju film and Evangelion and
that's the
Ultraman.
Thing.
It's like things that I love growing up as a kid too.
When you think of giant robots versus giant monsters, like as a movie, like that could be horrible.
And that movie exists. It came out in the 90s and it's terrible.
But for Pacific Rim,
there was heart in it. There was budget. It feels
like Guillermo del Toro doing that.
It's him making his dreams come true. And extension, they were mine.
It's fun.
The movie's not a perfect film, but I love it to bits.
Yeah, it's great.
And they made another one without him on it, and I was like,
maybe, but maybe not.
Why?
Yeah.
Why would you do this to me?
Yeah.
And people said there is a cool bit in it that is like just fun battle shit.
Okay.
But I don't know, man. I don't know if I can even like stomach it.
No, I'm good.
But I care too much.
Yeah. So what else did you wanted to talk?
Oh, in a cool ass Switch import news.
Ooh.
They are making a Taiko Drum Master controller for the Switch.
A what?
You know that arcade drum game?
Yeah.
Taiko Drum Master?
Yeah.
They're making a drum for the Switch.
What?
They've made this for other consoles before, but they're going to make one for the Switch.
Interesting.
And you can play the Taiko game with just the Joy-Cons.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can turn them and do stuff with it.
That makes sense.
But fucking, I'm going to get a drum. And I'm buying this.
All right.
Because I've wanted the PS2 one forever and I thought about it. Every con I go to, I'm like, I could buy it. I could buy it. I'm thinking about it. I could buy it. But fucking, if it's going to be for the Switch, I might as well. If I have a dumb controller for the Switch, it'll be this.
Yeah. It's
also going to be a thing to import, which I also have to import that fucking... Actually, don't have to. I can actually just buy the Senran Kagura game when it comes out in the US officially.
Are you going to... Oh, never mind.
But I want more dumb games to import from the Switch that I would like to play.
Yeah.
But Taiko is never going to come out in America. So fuck it, I have no choice.
Yeah.
I'm going to get that controller. I have to.
Switch isn't region locked, so you can't.
It ain't, which thank fucking Christ.
Yeah, that
not region locked.
Yeah. A lot of good. I was just talking about.
There were some great Wii games that I could not play because region lock shit.
I was just talking about.
I was lazy at homebrew mine.
I was just talking about the Street Team today, like how the Switch has absolutely amazing game, but the hardware itself is kind of boring at this point because there's no you can't put wallpapers. We were just talking because like Ben just put like a screenshot of like a wallpaper for like his new Game of Thrones. By the way, another tangent. Ben just uploaded a song called Castamere, which if you know anything about Game of Thrones,
I don't.
That's fine. There's a song called...
I'm the guy in the audience.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm him.
That's
me. That's Game of Thrones.
There's a song called The Reigns of Castamere, which is the most important song in
Did Toto make it?
No. It's the most important...
Funny joke.
Yeah. It's the most important song... Damn it, I just realized what that joke was.
Oh, you just got it?
I got... Yeah.
Okay, I appreciate you not getting the joke at first.
Yeah.
It made it better for me.
The Reigns of Castamere is a very important song. You've heard of The Red Wedding, right?
I know that it's an event that everyone got really mad that people spoiled it for them.
Yeah.
When it happened. And everyone's like, also at the same time, this was fucking awesome.
During the Red Wedding, the song Reigns of Casimir plays, and you know that Red Wedding's about to happen. Like, that's how important
it's an event.
It's an song. That song is like an important song.
Its soundtrack's an event. Cool.
Yeah. Ben did a cover of that song, and it's fucking hype as hell, dude. Like, look up on YouTube right now, Ben Casimir. You can find it on iTunes. It's on Spotify.
Spell Casimir for people who can't spell it.
Cast something.
Yes, I don't know how to spell that.
Yeah, I was right. Castamere.
Yeah, I can't spell that by hearing it, so that's why I asked you to clarify for peeps.
Yeah. It's real good. It's absolutely fantastic. Ben has the perfect voice for it, and then halfway through the song, it turns to a giant epic metal ballad, and it's so crazy and awesome and epic and amazing. It's a perfect love letter to Game of Thrones in like song form, and I love it.
It'd be weird if he didn't like Game of Thrones. Now that I'm thinking about it.
If Ben didn't like Game of Thrones,
it'd be weird. Yeah, that's right up his alley.
Well, I can see him being cynical about Game of Thrones.
Yeah, like contrarian about it.
But I don't see him not liking Game of Thrones. Just like generally, like it's not for me. Like that's not. It would be him. That wouldn't be him. Anyways, let's talk about Call of Doodles. Yeah,
we have to
because
the big event just happened.
Yeah,
and we both watched it live.
We did.
I only watched it because it was on in the morning. I was like, I'm at home right now. I can just do this while I'm eating breakfast. I got up early. I was hyped, bruh. I woke up at 9:30 and I was like, oh yeah, this thing's gonna happen in a half an hour. I guess I'll just like do stuff at home and then before I leave, I just watched it.
So I guess the entire time I was watching it, my emotions were pretty much, oh hell, what? Wait, cool. Wait, what? Cool? Wait, what? that was my entire time watching that event. I was up and down of confused and excited. I think that's the general population of people who watched it agree. Like with that, everyone kind of was like, that's cool, but why?
Yeah, they intentionally threw some curveballs because they want to change things up. They talked about the whole things like, we want to make this like a game that can be played for a long time. And in a weird way, it's like the last Black Ops game, the way they're talking about it in some points.
Seems like it.
But that's like just me speculating a little bit. Just some of the tone that they talked with this conference. It was like the most playable Call of Duty of all time, like replayable, last 3 years. I'm like, are you guys like leaving the series?
Yeah.
Like, well, not Call of Duty, but just at least Black Ops. What is going on?
I as much as I love Treyarch, I want them to leave.
I want them to leave since Black Ops 1.
Yeah. I love Treyarch and I love Call of Duty.
They made great games before they made Call of Duty stuff.
Yeah, they made
fucking Spider-Man 2.
Spider-Man 2.
Tony Hawk games.
The Tony Hawk game, the PS2, like very important game that
it's really hard to make. It's really hard to run a fighting game where you can make your own moveset.
Yeah.
Like they had some cool ideas and they were a really great company.
So I guess
but
I wrote a bunch of notes. So we'll talk about, I guess we'll start with multiplayer.
Yeah, which is what I was hoping they would wrap me in with.
Yeah. Which did they?
Not kind of.
Okay. What are your thoughts?
I hope they announce a beta like they did.
Because there's going to be a beta.
Open beta, not like pre-order.
Oh, no, it's pre-order.
Because it's closed. There was an open beta for the last Call of Duty game. So they might change their tune.
They might. It's closed. As of now, it's closed.
Because I fucking hate pre-ordering games in general.
Yeah, I get it. At this point, there's no point unless you want to get like the betas. But your general thoughts on multiplayer, what were your like thoughts?
Well, they brought back a specialist system back.
Yeah.
Which I'm not a fan of.
Okay.
Because it's MOBA-y in a way that I don't like.
Mm-hmm.
Where it's, you have an ult.
Mm-hmm. And that's it.
But a lot of them seem...
You only have an ult.
Because I didn't play a lot of 3. Like the most, I played for like an hour. And I was like, this is another Black Ops game. It's the double jumping is cool, I guess, but Titanfall exists, so fuck this game.
Yeah, that's fine.
The specialty stuff, it's like, what we saw was AoE shockwave in a game with guns.
Yep.
And
which is in Black Ops 3 also.
Well, let's get it off the bat. Yeah. The big thing was like, all right, everybody, we're going to have double jumps. No. Are we going to have wall running? No. Is it boots on the ground? Yes.
Yeah.
This game is, the style they're going for this time is boots on the ground. Basically just means no jumping, no sliding. Well, no sliding on walls.
Yeah.
It's just you run, you slide. And the thing that they're replacing that instead with is that you can do actions while shooting your gun.
Yep. Like
throwing grenades and doing other things, which is, for me, that changes the flow of the game a lot.
And so the way
I need to get my hands on to see.
Yeah.
That's what they want to sub out. Options.
Have you watched any gameplay? Because there's a lot of YouTubers that played it and recorded it.
I watched a bit of the footage.
Okay. So
but I need to get my hands on.
Yeah,
That's
fair.
Different.
Yeah, fair.
Keep in mind, some of those people are not as good at Call of Duty as others.
Yeah.
So it varies on how they use the technique.
Like I watched like the 3 that I watched the best. If you're gonna watch any of them, watch Hutch. Hutch was the best. He's the most like neutral, like objective person talking about the way the multiplayer felt. I watched Allier and I watched T Martin. So
also that recoil system, I want to try it.
So yeah, okay. So the way that looks like they're changing. Okay, I guess my general thoughts on the multiplayer looks interesting. I like the way I like what I'm hearing so far from the community who've played it, and I like what Treyarch said that they're going to do.
But I'm also very confused at
that's the thing.
about
this is still pre-alpha. A lot of this stuff is going to for sure change. Like right now, like Hutch was saying, and a lot of other YouTubers are saying, right now the time to kill is even slower than it was in Black Ops 1.
Which I was interested in. I like that a lot. Because
I like that.
Of one change they announced as well, the healing system.
The healing system.
No longer regen hide behind a thing.
Yeah.
You have to press a button manually to regen.
Now,
and I think that's really cool for a game that has high... Like,
it's cool when I heard it at first until I saw people playing it and them talking about it. The way it works, you have unlimited... You can do that unlimited. Like,
yeah, it is like Far Cry. If you want to think about it like that as in a modern example, where you press a button and you heal.
Yeah, exactly. And
it's not instant. You have to press a button to make the recharge time start.
Yeah, and
which,
you,
in a game
you can't
like Call of Duty,
spam it. Like you can't just spam, but you pretty much, like, if you're in a gunfight, you can duck real quick, heal, and then go. Like it's a thing that you just have to make sure you do.
They're trying to make firefights more based on tactical stuff.
Yeah,
like for Call of Duty is a weird design to go for, especially because they're pushing. With Black Ops 3, they're trying to push like team comps.
Black Ops 4. Everyone keeps saying Black Ops 3, which is funny.
No, because the specialist system.
Oh, okay.
They're trying to push like team balance and composition with like the abilities and stuff, and like synergy with abilities and stuff.
Yeah.
They're going for more of that in 4. And I wonder how much that will act, because every Call of Duty game they go, we're rebalancing weapons for this style of play.
Yeah.
And it never gets used, and they go back to the same old every time.
Yeah, it ends up getting rebalanced halfway through the series.
No,
or halfway through the lifetime.
What was everyone use? One sniper rifle, one shotgun,
and one
two SMGs, and one assault rifle.
Yeah.
And that's it. That's the whole game.
Yep.
People who want to have just like
and real quick, all the extra stuff almost doesn't matter as much as it used to.
Yes.
Like back in Modern Warfare 1, like you either had Juggernaut or what's the one that like or
Cold-Blooded.
No, what's the one that made your bullets
power.
fast? Stopping power, yeah. You either had Juggernaut or stopping power. And
which created a dumb dichotomy of like you need one of these or the other.
Well, but what I liked about it is that your decision on which one you picked mattered a lot.
It really mattered in hardcore. Hardcore
especially
actually mattered.
Hardcore, but like
I only played hardcore in Modern Warfare 1 because it was like, oh, either have Cold-Blooded so you never get spotted by UAVs.
Yeah.
A stopping power, which is useless, so forget that one.
I disagree. It's useful, but
the AK killed in 2 bullets. You did not need stopping power. The FAMAS and the AK was all everyone used. It was so good you didn't need stopping power.
I'm not saying Modern Warfare 1 was perfect. No,
I'm saying in a weird way, it kind of made the other perks usable, so it was more interesting. It was like, oh, either I take more damage so I live 1 bullet longer, I never get spotted. Like it gave more builds a chance to shine.
Yeah, exactly. Builds were like there were actual builds in earlier Call of Duty.
Like the pick 10 system they made, I liked.
At first.
Idea was cool. I kind of wish they went back to it and fixed it.
But it's gotten a little bit too much where builds are not so complicated, but it's more like
they're goofy. It's all gimmicks.
It's a little goofy, and it matters. It doesn't matter like the stuff you pick in your
but
in
they're
your
changing
class.
it now where they're saying, which I thought they would do a long time ago. Every gun has a certain amount of attachment they can only use.
Yeah, so each gun has their own specific attachment.
Which that means some can only use a certain type based on their body type, which is
not only that, each gun has their own specific
recoil.
It's not like
you have to learn the recoil pattern like a CS:GO game.
Yeah, which is
really
that's a big
weird
difference.
for an arcade shooter.
Yeah, that's a big for Call of Duty specifically.
When I think arcade shooter, I think of Call of Duty.
Fair.
Because like that time to kill is pretty fast.
Yeah.
And
so
movements.
What it sounds like they're doing
they're trying to make an in between. It feels like between like the idea of like cooperation and teamwork in like a Rainbow Six game, Rainbow Six Siege specifically.
Yeah.
But also getting some tactical builds from like the Titanfall and Battlefield series.
Yeah.
Where you have to pick a role. Which they pushed in 3, but it didn't matter. Because you'll pick like 4 of the same dude.
You just pick the flamethrower boy.
Flamethrower boy or boy who gets like bonus health. Yeah. Armor or
that's
whatever.
Literally it.
But from what I saw, people reported on from the alpha of the game that they were playing at the event.
Pre-alpha.
Not
even alpha.
Those words don't mean anything anymore. So
I know, but
whatever. Just alpha. Fuck it.
That whatever they played at the event.
What I just mean is early builds. Because pre-alpha,
fair.
alpha, beta, early beta don't mean shit no more.
Okay. Anyways,
they reported that you could only there was a hard cap on who you could pick as a specialist class.
Yeah.
Which from what I read, it was like 1 per team, and I hate that.
Okay.
I think it's really stupid.
Why?
Because your Call of Duty thing was its old gimmick was you customize your class.
Yeah. Oh, I see.
And then you just tell them no, you can't.
You can, okay.
For like your main part, like the meat of your build, supposedly what they're going for is your specialty class.
Yeah.
But is your gimmick gun or your gimmick ability?
Yeah.
That's what it is. It's like gunslinger, your gimmick 1-shot pistol, your gimmick thing with the shockwave, or the medic dude, or you have a gimmick and that is your main meat that you're attempting
I
to
get,
make you build your guns and your playstyle
well,
around.
So here's
and then
what,
telling you no
Mhm.
in an environment and in a style of game that no one's used to, people are not going to like that.
Well, here's what I get it.
But at the same time,
Yeah.
they did that anyway as an accident with just perks being ridiculously good.
Yes.
Like Ghost in Black Ops 1
Yeah,
was
exactly.
always the best pick.
Yeah.
Always the best pick
Mhm.
because Hardline existed. So two kill UAVs were top
Yep.
tier. So Ghost, everyone's wearing Ghost.
All right. So let me. So
Or like sit rep in Modern Warfare 1 or Hacker as a tree or
yeah.
all kinds
Okay. So
Sleight of Hand and
okay. So I want to say so like for the Black Ops 4, I like that one specialist per team. I get why they're doing it because of the way I played a lot. I have over 500 hours in Black Ops 3. Not most of it's not like 75% of it's zombies, but there's still a lot of. I played a lot of multiplayer Black Ops 3, and the thing that happened, especially later in the game, everyone just picked whatever the fire boy. Like everyone just picked him, and it got to the point where it was almost boring to play because everyone played the same. And I get why they're doing it this way. That way, everyone doesn't pick what they think is the best.
see, I would think that until they started talking about how they want to make this game last for years.
Yeah.
So what I assume is they're going to pull a Black Ops 3, but they're not going to leave this game alone.
No, which is good.
And that means balance changes.
Which is good.
Which for me means why make one choice only per team. That's where I go with it. If they're going to make this game like...
I see what you mean.
If
They could have just balanced it later. Yeah.
What they're saying, like making this game even more of like a game as a service,
Mhm.
they're going to balance it anyways and spend the time looking at like stats and pro stuff and even casual stats. So why limit the community on what they want to build for making the class they want to make?
Yeah, fair.
Call of Duty's whole game, it invented the creating class system. It innovated that system.
Yeah.
It was all of them. And it was the
Mhm.
best part about Call of Duty for a long time was you get to make your own class.
Yep.
And every other game since has copied it in some way, shape, or form. Or
Yeah.
just outright taken it. Because it's a good idea.
It is a good idea.
Because flexibility is really fun to have as a player.
Yeah.
It is always better to give your players more options than less.
Yes. Well, yeah. I agree.
Always.
I agree. Well, not literally always,
For
but I know
your
what
players, not for balance, for your players.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
always feels better.
Yeah, it feels better for sure.
That's why people love the hyper fighting games, like the Marvel versus Capcom games,
Mhm.
because they give you so many options. At the end of the day, the games are broken
Like all the mechanics
by
are
design.
the mechanics are like there.
There's
like,
so many options that at a certain point, the meta will make a certain teams viable alone.
Yeah.
But that's the fun of it, is the chaos of it all.
Mhm.
Which is why Modern Warfare 2 is my favorite one, multiplayer wise. That game was a madhouse.
Yeah.
Because every gun in that game is good. Every gun in that game is good. That game was a like the
I
Spaz
don't like
12
yeah.
was ridiculous. The F2000 was garbage, but it still killed in like 3 bullets.
Yeah. I don't like Modern Warfare 2, but
I love the multiplayer of that
that's
game.
fine.
'Cause, like that game, anything is viable, so fuck it. A friend of mine like won free for all with like an RPG and like the explosive perk because
Mhm.
fuck it.
Yeah.
The game was a madhouse and it was great.
Yeah. I see what you mean. Yeah.
But like reining that in over time, I understand.
So wait,
because
is your
you want to
favorite?
make a
So
game
which one's your favorite? Modern Warfare 2 or Black Ops 1?
for
Multiplayer.
creativity or for just overall?
Overall.
Overall,
If you were to
Black Ops
pick
1.
one,
Because
okay.
Black Ops 1 is skill based way more.
Yeah.
Because it is whoever aims better and
Well,
reacts better at the
Whoever
same time.
knows the maps better, aims better.
Who is a better
reacts
player
better.
usually wins.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is what I like.
And it looks like they're really trying to.
But at the same time, drop shotting, which people think is not fair.
Yeah.
Which I don't know where I stand on that still. I love drop shotting.
It's a tactic for sure. Like it's a tactic, but
And it's in the game. They never like made it hard to do.
yeah, exactly.
You can
So,
just learn it by watching people do it.
it looks like for Black Ops 4, they're trying to move back. So Black Ops 4, I guess, there's no campaign. We'll talk about that.
We'll move on to that after multiplayer.
Yeah.
Well,
well,
this multiplayer section because there's everything else is multiplayer. but-
yeah. What was I gonna say? Okay, so but this game does have a general story. I think they're gonna do like the Overwatch route where
Yeah, they talked about it
So the way this game takes place between Black Ops 2 and 3.
Yeah.
Which makes sense.
because they want to limit on what they can
It feels
do.
also like this game is trying to replace Black Ops 2 in the sense that like innovate from what Black Ops 1 did, but still try to push the speed of the game like Black Ops 3.
But this game is still much more slowed down than from 3.
And 2. Like
And
I think it's gonna feel more like it's gonna be a weird mix of Black Ops 1 and 3, more so than 2 did, which is weird. Like the fast-paced customizable ness of Black Ops 3.
More speed than an average Call of Duty game, but with no jumping. Double jumping.
But still tactics and
plus there is stuff like that grappling hook.
only one class gets that, which is strange.
But that's what I mean. They might have more classes have mobility.
Yeah.
Because in games like that, if I can choose mobility over power, I choose mobility every time. Every time.
Yeah, me too, probably.
Like,
yeah.
if I could choose take more damage or triple jump, I take a triple jump any day.
If it helps in the game, yeah.
In games in
sure.
general, it's always like mobility all the time because it's just more options.
Yeah.
Like that's why Titanfall 2 is an amazing game
Mhm.
because of mobility is king, and if you're good at it, you fucking win every firefight.
Yep.
Like
It's fun. I still people do Titanfall 2. Like people still play it. I play that game all the time.
Like the moments of like jumping, I will never forget it. The first time when I jumped out of a Titan and fought a guy in midair.
Oh, so good.
And then we both didn't kill each other, so we just fought on the walls around us in a circle, and it was amazing.
Yeah, Titanfall 2 had okay.
Fucking Titanfall. I really hope Titanfall 3 that leak is confirmed for EA this year.
We'll see.
But I'm so scared what they're gonna do to it. Titanfall 2 is such a good game.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
And there's still a good amount of players still playing it.
I don't know. I hope, man. I hope they give it something because that game deserves it. And high mobility games are not popular. I know that for a fact.
So overall,
Mirror's Edge fucking died.
So overall, from multiplayer, it's hard to judge too much on this early into the development.
We can get our hands on it.
Because one, two, we get, and two,
it'll change when that
it
beta
will change
comes out.
so much. Every Call of Duty does. Remember Ghost? Ghost looked awesome,
and then it came out and everyone hated it.
And then it came out and it was by far the worst. Like
even the people who like were getting paid to play, they're like, it's okay.
I remember even like
lukewarm on it.
Even like T. Martin and Ali A were like, this isn't that good. It's like, whoa, T. Martin saying a Call of Duty isn't good. That's a big deal.
And then he went to go play Minecraft.
And then he went to go play, like
or whatever trendy game was popular at the time.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, multiplayer. It looks interesting. I hope they deliver on.
There's an open beta. I will play that beta.
Yeah, I hope there's an open beta.
Because I would love to get into a multiplayer game again.
One thing I want to say also that just permeates throughout all of us talking about this game, there's still apparently 5 more scheduled events.
Yeah, which I was like, what? Why?
So E3 and Gamescom for sure.
E3 will be like, hey, we're going to be on Sony's stage. We're going to talk about like, you get the DLC like a week early or fucking whatever.
Yeah, something.
Or it'll be like, hey, the beta is open first on PS4 or something.
But
they might get like one new map showed up or something for multiplayer.
Yeah,
or like,
but everyone acting as like didn't show us.
They might be debuting the blackout mode at Sony's conference.
Maybe
like what that would be, like a gameplay demo.
Yeah.
Whether fake or real gameplay, they might do it.
If they're gonna do it at E3, yeah,
it makes
for sure.
Perfect sense. That's like their big mode.
Okay. I guess we'll talk
to that then because
we'll go to the blackout thing because I want to talk about. Yeah, we'll do that.
Which blackout, by the way, I think it's a good name.
Good name.
For one, I think it's a good name.
Good name. Yes. I'll say this. I was very upset.
Oh hell yeah, I knew you were because you knew that I was right when I talked about that leak. I was like,
I knew.
So right. The truth hurts because it's real.
Yeah, I legitimately believe that
they're gonna pull
that leak was a fake with a fake, and that we're still gonna get our campaign, and that there would be no battle royale because it didn't make sense to me
at the time in your brain. Of also what you wanted in Call of Duty.
Yeah, well, just what I wanted in games in general. I'm tired of battle royale already.
It hasn't even been like it's only been about a year.
Exactly, and I'm already tired of it. And I know I'm not the only one. I remember watching the Twitch chat is not a good measure.
Oh hell no, it is not.
But I remember when they announced it. The amount of no's and F's and rips I saw when they announced it like blew my mind.
But to be fair, also every chat is full of cynics.
For sure.
Every chat I'm in.
Yeah. My point is I know I'm not the only one that's upset about this.
Yeah.
So
but there are some people who are jonesing. I'm actually really excited for this mode, actually.
I'm excited
because they talked about how they want to make this their own thing since the leak was like talked about.
Yeah, so and
because every battle royale game that comes out that has not been Fortnite
or
has no gimmick or it sucks.
Yeah,
they've all just been either just a PUBG clone.
Yep.
Or a gimmick that is not interesting enough.
Yep. So okay, I'll say this: as much as I don't like battle royale, I am interested in this one. Because it sounds interesting. So what they're planning on doing?
I want to see them show it.
Yeah, I want to see them show it. So. Yeah. Oh, also, okay. So there's a couple things, and I'll another thing got like announced today, like literally more information because more information is coming out every day. So what we say here might change within like the next couple days, but whatever, because that's how video games work. Like when they're announced this early, at least like Call of Duty or something. So Blackout is the battle royale. We don't know how many players yet.
Yeah, people grilled them all weekend. Nobody would give an answer.
Yeah, it's gonna and even whatever number they have now will probably change. Like it's a dynamic thing that it might not be 100, it might be 50,
because they talked about the idea. It's gonna be a big map, but the idea of the map, which I think I kind of feel dumb I didn't think about what it would be.
It makes so much sense.
Is that it is going to be because think about it, Call of Duty maps are not that big.
Yeah,
their idea is that they're gonna pull a Dark Souls 3 and just gonna be pulling a bunch of maps and just putting them together.
You can go to firing range and then you can walk over and then you're in Nuketown. You walk over and you're in like something else, whatever. Yeah, it's like that's such an obvious
like stuff from the campaigns too. When I was like, oh shit, the good Black Ops 1 campaign.
Not only that, stuff from zombies.
Yeah,
I guarantee you we are going to be able to fight Noct. I guarantee it.
Because they said they talk about let you play as the characters from zombies and from single player, the maps and everything.
So you can get skins.
This game is all fan service for Black Ops fans. Which guess what? They're the ones who are the loudest and the strongest. Yeah. So why not do it for them?
If you're gonna milk that fan service, do it for the Black Ops
I'm pretty sure
community.
the reason Lewis isn't so down it because they confirmed zombies characters in it. That's enough for you to like not give a shit.
Not literally that alone,
but I think that was
that's
enough
one
to
of
make you
them.
go like, okay, fine.
Yeah, that's one of them for sure. That helps.
Okay,
like the fact
fine.
that I can play, as Rick Toffin and I can fight Woods. Like that sounds.
It'll
awesome.
make you try it more than you probably would.
Yeah,
without it.
And especially
that's a smart thing.
Especially if it's a thing where like the more you play, the more skins you can unlock.
Because Lewis, think about it. All these characters might be having new lines of dialogue.
Yeah, for sure.
And it'll be like Rick Toffin talking to people from like Black Ops 3.
Yep. And
talking to Woods or whatever.
And I guarantee you, I'm putting putting all of my money on the table right now that new dialogue by the zombies characters, and that it will impact the zombie storyline. I guarantee you.
They'll talk about how did we get here?
Yeah.
Because of course they will.
Because so far everything in the Black Ops games are canon. Like it's one giant multiverse. It's silly, but whatever. It's
even
canon.
that game that you play with the dumb space monkey in Black Ops 1 is canon.
Yeah, and so
which I didn't know until Lewis told me like a week ago, or a couple months ago.
Yeah,
like, huh?
So if they continue that with Black Ops 4, Blackout is somehow canon.
Yeah,
I don't know how. That'll be fun to explain.
Reznov is canon in the zombie storyline.
Yeah, dude, I can play as Woods.
James Woods. Can I play as James Woods? I call him James Woods.
Yeah, that's fine.
I like calling James Woods as when he's all old and like Ops 2 or whatever.
Yeah, that'd be great. I want to play 90-year-old
wheelchair.
Yeah, 99-year-old freaking Woods. That'd be great.
They better let me.
Yeah. So okay. So the other thing that I just found out today. This is a confirmed thing. There will be AI components to Blackout, including zombies. Mm-hmm. So while you're playing this battle royale mode, there'll be zombies to take care of.
Where'd you get that from, by the way? I didn't see that.
I believe it was probably Intel.
Okay.
Like and like an interview that like they did with someone
that they have AIs and stuff.
Yeah, so it's for sure gonna have AIs, including zombies. Like it's a thing that's going to happen, which is awesome. That's such an interesting take on
that alone creates a dynamic in the map.
Yeah, that totally like that. Yeah, again, that alone changes like the battle royale like formula where it's like you have to focus not
also
only
the time to kill being slower makes sense for a battle royale in Call of Duty.
Yeah, I'm glad that
because dying in 4 hits in battle royale would be fucking infuriating.
That's why
it would be PUBG's problem.
Yeah.
Where it's like you run for 5 minutes, you die in 2 shots. Like, oh, fuck this game. And
yeah. And so having more health makes more sense. Another thing, vehicles, air, land, and sea.
Yeah, which that was like, huh?
Now, at first, I thought
it'd be like just tanks and stuff.
Yeah, at first when I thought about the air, I was like, well, that whoever gets air wins. But then I thought, well, everyone can. I'm gonna guess as soon as you get a helicopter, everyone on the map knows where you are, and they're gonna attempt to shoot you down.
Because you're a helicopter.
Yeah, so that's fair. That balances that out. But that's still interesting.
Can you jump out of it and parachute out, or
yeah, that's a mechanic that is not
been in a game yet.
Other battle royales that are worthy of anything.
We're back to World at War, baby. Vehicles are going to be king.
Yeah,
or dog shit, depending on what map you're on.
Yeah, cool.
The tanking starting from World at War was either like God King or garbage tier.
You know, it'd be something that's interesting.
I hate the tanks in World at War.
I don't know if this might be just a crazy theory, but imagine if the Blackout map was dynamic, where every time you played it was different Call of Duty maps. Like thrown in at different areas.
They might.
That'd be cool.
They have the money to do it.
Because one of the things that I don't like about like Fortnite,
they might change it like Fortnite's map, where they change the map every couple months.
Yeah, so that's the thing I didn't like about Fortnite and PUBG, and I like that they're doing it now, where they're adding more new maps to PUBG, and that they're changing the Fortnite map.
I do think the Fortnite map changing to events is a cool idea.
Yeah, and so I think that'd be cool if they can do something to change. Because another problem with like the battle royale modes is like the more you play it, you just learn the maps, and like new players coming in will just die so quickly because you're playing against people that know the map very well.
Yeah, the way Fortnite gets around it is that they scramble the direction of the map that you come in.
Yeah, so that helps.
So even if you play a lot, you still might forget like where exactly you are.
Yeah, which is good. And so I hope that'd be interesting if they do a thing where like you physically can't learn this map, which I don't think is a bad thing.
You can learn parts of it.
You can learn parts
of
it, but you can't learn the entire thing. I think that'd be cool. That's a thing I literally just came up with right now. I don't know if it's true or not.
Could be.
It'd be cool. So yeah, the Blackout thing sounds interesting. As much as I'm tired of Battle Royale, I'm interested in this one.
You'll buy this game anyway, so you'll play it no matter
exactly.
What. You're gonna play it just at least once.
Yeah, for sure. It might be
maybe even 3 times because you gotta be your boy.
Yeah, and look.
Do you hope that you can play as your boy without having to unlock it with a loot box?
No, not a loot box thing. Here's what I want. I want like a progression system where like you play the game a lot. The more you play the game, the better. Like the zombies crew is like the top skins, and like they're the like hardest to unlock for like you have to play the game
like
a lot.
The camos in Modern Warfare 2 or whatever.
Yeah.
You like get headshots and you get the fall camo.
That I want because that'll give me incentive to play that game. It'll get every zombies player.
You know they can also do like because remember they have different models for those zombie boys.
Yeah,
it could be like I want like you know what I want. I want them like to import like the old like Wii models or something stupid.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Like top level, you get like the Wii. You get the DS models.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I want like dumb shit like that. Like low polygon.
I mean, really, what I want is the Mob of the Dead models because those are objectively the best zombies models.
Yeah, design-wise,
the chains and red eyes. It's obviously the best. Okay, so that's Blackout. That's interesting. Okay, now before we move on to zombies, and
Before you turn the podcast off.
before everyone turns the podcast off, I want to talk about the PC thing.
Because everyone forgets Activision Blizzard is a thing.
I am so happy.
Yeah.
I like almost shed a tear type of thing. I was so happy.
The story is that they're working with Blizzard to put it on the Blizzard client like Destiny 2 was.
And if you go to the Blizzard app right now, it's already like literally as soon as that announcement ended, it was already on
Same
the
thing with
Blizzard app.
Destiny 2, and they did the same shit.
Yeah, which is cool.
So one thing, they're pushing the Blizzard client to be more of a thing for Activision's games. And two, that means this game is going to have like good servers.
Yeah.
That's all it kind of needs on PC.
So not only that is the PC version is getting its own dedicated team, which has never happened before. Well, so they have like, there's a Treyarch PC team, which I follow them on Twitter and everything. Like there has been for a while. Like
and they've done the ports for a long time.
Yeah.
But they're going to be working with engineers from Blizzard.
But there is now a dedicated company that is focusing solely 100% only on the PC version of this game.
Because we're seeing Jeff Kaplan there.
That was strange.
I was like, hey, Jeff Kaplan, what's up?
Yeah.
Lead game designer of Overwatch.
Yeah, very strange. So I'm glad that that's happening. So there's dedicated humans who know the PC architecture and
they know Blizzard servers. They know their infrastructure.
They understand Blizzard. They understand that stuff. And just being on Blizzard itself, yeah, like you said, better, more stable servers. Which Call of Duty doesn't have a problem with servers anymore. Which that's never been a problem. But my thing is more that like they just have the support of Blizzard.
Well, they can improve matchmaking speed and connectivity issues for people in different countries. Like it's only a good thing.
It's only a good thing, and
because they've never talked about
let me rephrase
support for PC.
It's not only a good thing. There is one thing that makes me very scared is that the Call of Duty sales on PC numbers have gone down so hard over the year, every year, and they started low, but they've just gone.
This is what you're talking about. I thought this is different then.
Yeah, so they have
this
gone,
big on Blizzard's thing. I think is only a plus.
Well, here's the thing. No, it's interesting because
a lot of people have Battle.net on their computers already.
Yes, a lot of people do. More people have Steam, and the people. Do you think that those
people who were on Steam who weren't buying Call of Duty on Steam anyway won't matter if it's on Blizzard now? People who cared about Call of Duty on PC? Mm-hmm. Let's talk about it. It was not that huge.
No,
like I don't know what. Like
they'll move over. Like
those people who gave a shit will just move to Blizzard.
Yeah.
For let's be real here.
Yeah.
They probably already have a Battle.net anyways because it's Blizzard games.
Yeah.
If you're on PC, you've probably played a Blizzard game before.
Yeah, I have.
Like a Hearthstone or a Heroes of the Storm or Overwatch or a WoW. At some point, you've had that thing on your thing or it's still sitting there.
Yeah, you know what it is.
And every now and then, you might go open it up.
Here's my thing, though. Do you think that people who already have Battle.net, like this is my
check it out for sure. They will totally check it out.
I don't think so.
Because it's just on there and it's glowing. They do that shit. They make it glow.
I don't think so. I think the audience that plays most Battle.net games care zero about Call of Duty. Like, don't care about
Destiny 2, and that was wrong entirely. You're wrong on this because Destiny 2 was the same thing people thought. It's wrong.
Well, I know the port's
because
very
it's a new market.
The port's very good.
There are people that only have Blizzard like the Battle.net, and that's it. There are a lot of people that are just that. There are boys and girls who play. No, there are boys and girls.
I can't imagine a human that has Battle.net and not Steam.
There are people who play way more of the time on Blizzard games only.
I agree with that, but I don't think that
marketing to them is a smart idea.
Yes, I agree. Marketing to the Blizzard.
It's better than like it being like, so it's like the Windows store.
I think the better option would have been, and I don't know how to do this. I'm not a developer. I don't know if this is a viable solution, but in my opinion, I think a better solution would have been like having it on both Steam and Blizzard.
And it's not worth it.
I know it's not worth it. Logistically, it wouldn't work. But I think if you want,
like you said, it doesn't sell that much on Steam anyways to warrant it.
There's already like there are people who still like go like they'll run through the Steam store and whenever Call of Duty on sale, they'll buy it like just randomly. Like
whatever those numbers
happens.
Whatever those numbers are, it's not enough for them. So they're
obviously it's not enough.
So they're here.
It's obviously not worth it because
no one's begrudging it being on Battle.net because it's Battle.net. Like it's not a bad service.
This isn't me saying it's a bad thing. It's on
talking about the modding shit.
Oh yeah,
I forgot to talk to you about it.
Second thing
people mod those games no problem.
But
WoW has had mods for it for years. In fact, there's been points where official people who work for Blizzard for WoW, they'll give you mods to put in. Now, mods are not a dead thing on Blizzard.
No. Now, here's my thing, and this is more of a devil advocate argument more than it is my own. Because we both have grievances about the Steam Workshop. But there's no workshop on Blizzard. Like,
but there are websites that have mods on them. And they are very popular.
I hope that I guess before we even continue with it, Black Ops 3. The reason why that game's important on PC is because it has mods. That's literally like the number one reason.
Well, more than mods, it's the maps.
No, on PC I'm saying. Like,
no, that's what I mean. The maps, the custom maps.
Yeah, the custom maps.
Not just the mods.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. When I say mods, custom maps. And custom maps, World at War, the reason why people still to this day play World at War is because of custom maps, and Black Ops 3, the reason why people still play it on PC is because of custom maps. And so Black Ops 4 most likely will have custom maps. The fact that they're focusing this much on PC, like I saw like they're gonna make their own Discord. Like the Treyarch PC team is gonna make their own Discord.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's
yeah,
cool.
yeah. So like they're really making sure that like community, we know our games are trash on PC. We're going to fix it this time. Like we promise. Like, and so that makes me very happy. And because of that, odds are 99% sure they're going to be some sort of mod system on Black Ops 4. I don't know when.
Always find a way.
It might not be it might not be right away. It most likely won't be right away. It'll probably be like with Black Ops 3. They waited until the game was like the end of the cycle, and then they introduced it. That way you focus on buying the DLC, and then once we have all your money,
and one of their games
stuff,
already has a system kind of like this, but it requires more approval work. Like StarCraft 2 has this.
Yeah,
it took fucking like 6 years, but they have it now.
Is it in?
It's in StarCraft 2 right now.
Like you don't have to go to like an Epster website to get mods.
No, it's you buy it through them.
Okay, cool.
It's like you make people make like custom game modes and like campaigns in StarCraft 2.
That's what they need.
You can buy them.
Black Ops 4 needs like something where
a better version of like, but it's not it's the less shitty version of Bethesda's mod service.
Yeah, something where it's like in game or in Blizzard, in the Blizzard client, where like you don't have to like go to a website.
And Blizzard loves having other stuff in one client.
Yeah.
So
so that's just.
I guess that's only a good thing that this thing is on Blizzard, because Steam's UI is still a fucking mess.
Yep. I don't like the workshop. It sucks.
The workshop, what's on there is cool. Going through is a goddamn nightmare.
Dude, it's a problem of the Wild West of Steam where
there's a reason nobody mods Fallout New Vegas from the Steam Workshop.
No.
Or Skyrim. They mod it from other websites.
Yeah. So yeah, that's the PC thing. I'm very excited as someone who has Black Ops 3
and is going
on
to
PC.
play it on PC.
I will be playing. I won't be getting a PS4 for this game. Like,
and confirmed for now, no plans to put it on Switch, so this is your only option.
Yeah, which bums me out a little bit, but not really. Yeah, I didn't really expect it. It was more of a thing. If it happened, I'd be very happy. But if not, oh well, I'm still gonna get the game anyways. It's not like I'm not gonna play it now.
Yeah.
My joke of it's not on Switch, I'm not gonna get it is a joke.
It's only because it's Call of Duty though. Yeah. If it's any other game, you'd actually do that.
It depends.
I don't feel that.
It depends on the game. If I like Borderlands, for example, like if it's like Borderlands isn't on Switch, I'm not gonna get the game.
There's rumors that game might not be at E3 this year.
Borderlands 3?
Yeah.
It probably won't.
Which I think is dumb because what else do they have that people care about? Duke Nukem?
Yes.
Fucking
I want Duke Nukem 2 ever. And by the way, if they make another Duke game and it's not called that, I will riot.
I'd play another Duke game if it was made by the guys who made like fucking Doom or Wolfenstein. Yeah. Give it to Bethesda.
Yeah, give it to Bethesda. Yes, give Duke Nukem to Bethesda. That'd be actually good.
Like a gritty reboot of Duke Nukem.
Hell yeah, dude.
There's like an alcoholic. He's like, I'm ashamed of my past. Of like giving money to strippers and saying,
oh my God,
bad 80s quotes.
It sounds good.
Yeah, the best way to make Duke Nukem a character is like making fun of his no character.
Yep. All right. Everyone else can leave. It's time to talk about zombies. What the hell was that? What was that? Okay, I was so confused by a lot of that. What they showed.
It's the same as Black Ops 3.
What do you mean?
Of the confusion, it reminds me of the same exact shit.
Yes, same. Yeah.
So I'm not even shocked that I'm like they're just doing this again.
Okay, so and literally the only notes I have for zombies is zombies WTF, which is funny because there's a lot to talk about. So there are 3 maps on disc. Which has never happened.
Unreleased, yeah, never happened before.
Never happened before. Possibly there will be a 4th one if you do like deluxe edition pre-order or something.
Which is really interesting because I thought that the nostalgia one would have been that.
Me too. But
and they haven't confirmed that it's not, so it's just on disc.
Yeah. No, they said 3 on disc. Like they confirmed.
So like it's base game has it.
Which is cool. And the only reason they can do that is because there's no campaign, which makes me sad because I like the Treyarch storyline, but whatever.
You're not alone. Plenty of people do.
Yeah, a lot of people do. Black Ops 3 is my favorite Call of Duty for everything. Campaign, zombies, multiplayer, everything.
The numbers, Mason, they even referenced that in the goddamn Sage show.
Yeah, which made me think that like, why would they reference all the campaign stuff and not?
You're thinking too hard, dude. You're thinking too hard.
I know.
They're not doing that.
I know they're not. It's already confirmed. All right, so zombies. There are 3 maps. One of them is Voyage of the Damned, which is based on the Titanic, which that sounds zombies as hell at this point. Might as well. Let's go on the Titanic. That map actually. I have a feeling this might be. No. Okay. So, oh god, there's so much to talk about. Jason Blundell, lead boy of zombies.
He wore a thing on his shirt.
That is important. I guarantee it. So he was saying how their goal for the zombies is to be a most replayable and what's it called?
Easy to approach.
Easy to approach.
Which I was like, thank God someone fucking said it.
For all types of players, for veterans and
because
new
zombies
people
was not
alike.
for me anymore. After
exactly. And
after
not
Black
for
Ops
most
1, it
people.
was not for me.
Yeah, after Black Ops 1, yeah. Pretty much once Shangri-La's relatively easy to get into, but it's hard. But it's still like anyone can play it. And once Moon came out, I was like, oh,
Moon is like that's where I had to stop because I couldn't do it.
Yeah, it's too much.
I couldn't do it.
It's fine. That's fine. I
but
get
every
it.
map after that was like that, so I couldn't play it for fun anymore.
It didn't
and I was like, man,
it never got more simple after Moon.
No,
it only got crazier.
Even like the simple one with the fucking elevators or whatever.
Yeah,
that map is fucking ridiculous. I hate that map.
Yeah, me too. A lot of people love it. I don't. Okay, so it sounds like to me that each map is going to be at least these two maps, Voyage of the Damned and then 9 are. One of them is for like more approachable for newer people or people who don't care about the crazy stuff, and then the other one is going to be more for people like me who like harder maps, like more intricate layout of the map. So Voyage 9, which is the Roman one where you're in a Roman Colosseum, which some people are saying it's going to be small, like all they showed of the Colosseum. No, it's going to be huge. It's just not as complicated. Like it
reminded me of that Mortal Kombat 9 stage when I saw it. I was like, is this Mortal Kombat now? Because someone's strung up. Like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah. So it's going to be a lot more open, a little bit easier to play. And so like most people can just play 9. And then Voyage of the Damned, which is the Titanic one, looks like it kind of reminded me a little bit of 5. Like the corridors.
I saw corridors. I'm not playing this map.
Yeah, I saw
the map. I'm like, I'm not fucking playing this.
That's fine. That's for me.
I saw the boiler room and I was like, fuck this map.
Yeah, that looks
not
fun.
Playing this.
Because like as much as I love,
I love being pinched in with like a shitty gun in round 3. I love it.
Yeah, it's real fun.
I fucking hate that shit.
Yeah, where luck and skill are like the two.
Mainly luck for me.
Yeah, okay. So the Voyage of the Damned,
that was not for me.
Titanic one looks like those corridors look like it's going to be hard. That's my theory. I might be wrong, but that's what I think it's going to be. And even Jason Blundell said that each map is going to be like different for depending on the player. And then
the nostalgia map.
And then the nostalgia map, which
I'm surprised you didn't get even more. You didn't get that more excited about because it's your favorite map.
Oh, I am excited about it. Oh, I am. I'm hyped as hell. And
because story,
huh?
Because story.
Because story. Okay, so the map is Mob of the Dead,
but it's with the Blads.
It's with Premise.
The people that I know and like.
Technically no, but you think you.
Well,
know
you know what I mean. You know what I mean.
Yeah, yeah.
The people whose voices I think are funny.
Yes.
That's all that to me, they're just voices that say funny things.
That's fine. They don't say as much funny stuff as they used to, but yeah.
I'm fine with that because it got stale.
Yeah. It's the Premise crew. It's not the Fab Four. It's Premise.
They're playing sick bass notes.
Hell yeah, dude.
They're coming out in those dumb cowboy outfits, like the music
it's going to be called Blood of the Dead. It is not a remaster. Jason Blundell made.
No, it is a new thing.
He said it is a remake with new areas.
I saw No Doggo. So this is the new map then.
They said it's going to have
new mechanics,
new areas in it. So in the comics, here we go.
In the deep lore, in the actual deep lore,
in the lore. So in the comics and in the Chronorium, which is at the end of Black Ops 3, when Chronicles came out, Treyarch released a giant story, the entire Zombies timeline.
We did talk about.
Huh?
We talked about it on the podcast.
We did. They released a giant timeline.
Podcast. We talked about it.
Yeah, giant timeline. And in it,
they went fucking. Here it is. Please, we're sorry, everybody.
Yeah. In the timeline, they talked about how the Premise crew went back to Alcatraz, went back to Mob of the Dead, and went to the underground facility underneath Alcatraz, and that's it. That's the only thing we saw.
And you never go to that in the map.
We never got to that in the map, and as soon as everyone saw it, was like, wait, there's an underground facility underneath Alcatraz?
There's no hint of it in the map, and
there's no reference to it at all. It's just that's a retcon thing after the fact.
Which for zombies, it's such a mess. It's fine.
That's how that works.
It's fine for this series. Like fucking, you have to.
Only Treyarch can do it.
We have no choice with the story because they bungled it 3 times in a row in 3 games now.
Yeah, it always ends bad. You know what's funny? Black Ops 2 ending, I don't hate as much as I hate
of the zombies thing.
Yeah.
What was it in 2?
So it two possibilities. Either you follow Rick Toffin's storyline and
Rick Toffin or Maxx, right?
Yeah. Either you follow Rick Toffin and he takes over everything, or you follow Maxx and he destroys everything. Which I thought was interesting. I
liked how in Moon you could blow up the Earth.
Yeah,
because you get tricked,
and then nothing happens.
Yeah, and it's like nothing.
That's where it goes. That's where that storyline ends.
It makes Nuketown happen.
It does.
Which is that map canon?
Yeah, everything's canon.
What are you playing in that map? Just random soldiers,
You're
right?
just playing CDC and the CIA.
Yeah, I forgot because I played the map once. I'm like, this map's trash. And I loved it.
That's fine. Where was I? Jesus Christ. Oh yeah, so the Alcatraz thing. So we knew that there were going to be. There's been hints in the comics and in that Chronorium thing that we were going to go back to Alcatraz to do stuff.
And they're doing it now.
Which Jason Blundell said there's going to be more areas, which means we finally, after like 3 years or 2 years, get to see what the hell is underneath Alcatraz. Like, what's
Sam's corpse?
Samuel L. Jackson's corpse?
Yeah.
No, so how much of that map do you know, Mob of the Dead?
I've seen all of it.
Okay, do you know
I've seen the entire prison, I've seen the outside area cargo bay, and I've seen the place you go to for the ending.
So you know the area, you know the circular part where you go to the docks?
Yeah.
So you know how to get one of the pieces for the plane, there's an elevator that goes down?
Mm-hmm.
My theory is that goes all the way down in this version, and then that's how we get to go to the underneath area of Alcatraz. And that the docks area is cut off. We don't go to that.
You think you can only go down there doing an Easter egg, or do you think it'll be an actual part of the map?
No, I think it's part of it. They said it's like new areas of the map.
Okay.
Like, it's not an Easter egg thing. Well, I mean,
because it could be. That's
the
why.
term Easter egg at this point for zombies is
There's a lot of things.
But it's not it's just an area to go to, which is cool. So more areas from Mob of the Dead. Mob of the Dead is my favorite zombies map, and they're just doing a remake of it.
I'll say it here. I'll say it again.
Different.
I hate that map because I'm bad at it. Not because I think it's a bad map.
Yeah,
I'm bad at it, and it's not for me. That is a high skill map.
Yeah. Well, it's high
for casuals.
Yes,
Yeah, it is.
It's high skill for casuals.
Like, my highest round ever is like 58.
Yeah.
Like, with a team.
Yeah,
I'm not a good player.
That's fine.
And that was on fucking
58's not bad.
That was on Kino though.
Oh, on Kino.
Where we did the stupid the thing of like the stage. Like, we just got bored. Like, this is like
it's fine.
Yeah.
And then okay, so that's
also the other thing that I think is way more interesting than all this shit is you can talk about it since you read more up on it. The mutators.
So another
we're back to 90s shooters now.
Another
mutators.
thing that they're going to be doing for this game is the amount of PlayStation Both Sales. Like, you're going to be able to.
Hey, Lewis. Hey, you want to play zombies?
Hey, you want to play zombies forever
even
until
more
you
forever?
die?
This is for you.
Yeah. So you can customize zombies.
You can play with AI bots
so much.
Yeah. Okay. First, step one more thing is really awesome.
Yeah.
Well, even if they're not great, it's still the fact they made them.
Mm-hmm.
They're making bots for the zombie multiplayer, so you can play with bots. And
but like, so in zombies, usually it's 4 teams.
It's up to 4.
Team of 4
or solo.
Or solo.
Yeah.
Up to 4. Yeah. But
now you can play with bots.
You can play with AI boys,
which that's a lot of work to do, by the way. Which is why I'm really curious.
I don't know how that's.
There's a reason bots don't exist anymore because they're too much work.
That might be horrible. Like, it might be absolutely garbage.
But because they're trying, is like, to me is like, wow.
Because I'm a solo player. I don't play with other people.
But the option of
annoying.
having bots for a single player game, like or solo mode again in 2018 is crazy.
They
don't do that anymore.
No,
ever. They
I
bots
hope,
that a long time ago.
Now I hope it's a drop in and out system where
I'm curious if they might.
If you can, you're just playing by yourself, and then your friend comes over, is like, "Hey, can I play too?" Oh yeah, here you go. That I hope.
Like give the player points and stuff, and that could be fun.
That'd be cool.
And they could just patch that in too.
Yeah, that's an easy thing.
Honestly, Lewis,
it'll be hard to balance, but yeah,
I didn't just like tell people to yell at them to do that because they might not think about that.
Oh
option
yeah, for sure.
Because you know how the company works. The track is like, do you want this thing?
Yeah,
tell us to do it, and we'll make it work.
Yeah, all listeners who like this game, just yell at Treyarch, tweet at them, go to the Discord,
yell at them nicely,
go on
be
Reddit.
Polite about it.
Yeah, be polite. They're good boys at Treyarch.
You catch more flies with honey and all that.
Yeah. And the Treyarch developers are actually like good
they
people.
actually like their fans, so be nice to them.
Like everyone, if you're listening to this and you like still listening and you don't care about Call of Duty because you think that Activision's horrible, I agree with.
By the way, you're correct.
You're correct, but there are other people.
There are employees there that are not Activision's.
There's like 300 people at Treyarch, and all of them are great. Like, they're good people. Everyone agrees the Treyarch team is great. All right, so the amount of customizability in zombies sounds intense. You can change.
It sounds like console commands.
It sounds okay. So remember for like multiplayer where you could do private matches and like change the settings of health, gravity.
It is
gravity,
that.
but
it
like
is
that. That stuff.
Yeah.
So
it is
that amount of customizability. You can even have it to where you can have it be round 1 forever.
Yeah. So they said what it was. You could modify the round spawn for like just round 1 forever.
Yeah.
Modify amounts per round,
health
points, damage.
Yeah.
Perk, point costs. And the things that probably are not announced yet because
there's a bunch of stuff.
Yeah. They haven't not announced what you unlock in this mode.
Nope.
Because it's going to have progression, but they haven't said what's going to be.
Like, we know that the main menu is going to be split up into 2 sections.
Of like
old
fun mode and real mode.
Well, no, it's going to be no. The way it's going to be is like the way the maps are set up. So like half of it's going to be for like the old maps, like Mob of the Dead is going to be there.
Oh, that's cool.
There's going to be more, which means that there are going to be more remastered maps
again. Yeah,
which
means you get hype.
Here's one thing that everyone's hyped about, and Treyarch isn't talking about DLC yet. We'll probably hear about it. Not even E3, probably after that.
Yeah, when the Call of Duty event, like the XP event,
probably
happens.
Like the second to last or last event they'll talk about DLC and
season pass stuff.
Because season pass stuff. So my theory, what they're going to do, and a lot of people's theory, is that they're going to release 2 zombie maps for DLC.
Two. You got to go in the courtyard.
Yeah. 2 zombie maps per DLC, and one of them will be a remaster of one of the old maps, and one will be like storyline.
Which one do you want for remaster?
which
most.
ones?
The
So
most.
because there's gonna be 4 DLCs most likely. Let me think.
For remaster, just the one remaster they might announce. Which one do you want that to be?
Oh, man, we just got Zombies Chronicles, so
Okay,
it's
but
like
remember there was ones that you missed out on that you wish they had.
Call of the Dead. That'd be cool. 5. Jesus Christ.
All right, you love 5. Yeah,
I love 5. I'm trying to think of ones that aren't in the ones that aren't in Zombies Chronicles. I guess like
Ascension was in Chronicles, right?
Ascension wasn't Chronicles. Jesus Christ.
Every map from World War.
You know what? Let's do the Black Ops 2 ones because in the comics, the Zombies comics focus solely on the Victus team, which is the Black Ops 2 like transit crew, pretty much. Sure, let's do those maps, not transit.
Oh God, yeah. I was gonna say, maybe they could fix.
But
transit.
do like Die Rise.
Lewis, would you like it if they tried to fix transit?
Sure, why not? Oh, one thing that I saw on Twitter and it got like 100,000 likes.
Wait, really?
Was please make the bus that you spawn in for Blackout
the transit bus. Yeah, I saw that too.
I was like, oh, please.
That'd be really funny.
They have to, or at least have Bloodhound as the driver.
That'd be really funny.
Yeah, they have to. Come, like that's so obvious.
It's a community thing. People love it.
It's a community thing. Only like fans.
But it's really everybody knows the transit bus.
Yeah, okay, because everyone knows
from Call of Duty.
Everyone knows the like mess that was transit. Everyone like
it was
everyone
a bunch of ideas that did not mesh together.
Yeah, yeah. The only cool thing was the bus thing, and even that was a mess.
The bus and the idea of you could like there's 2 endings for the Easter egg.
Not for
the story, like the Maxx.
Yeah, not for transit.
Well, I thought it was like you.
Oh yeah, wait, yeah, there was.
It was
right?
the first one.
There
do
was.
That.
I think they all did that. Yeah, you're right.
But it was the first one to do it in that series of it.
Yeah, Black Ops 2 like two out of my head. But yeah, sure. The Black Ops 2
you build custom guns. Weren't you so excited about it? That almost all sucked.
But like not really. Yeah.
You can build a shield, Lewis. A shield.
You still do this. The shield thing actually is.
It was the only good thing you could build.
Literally the best thing that came out of Black Ops 2.
It's so lame. It's like, oh, what's your gadget? A shield.
I mean, it's made zombies really easy.
But when you think about like the goofy shit they put in those games with power ups and guns, a shield, really?
Yeah.
Like it's kind of lame.
It's kind of lame, but it makes sense. It helps. You put it on your back and you don't get hurt when zombies hit you in the back. Like, it makes it a little easy. So yeah, the amount of customizability a lot. Okay, the mutations thing. Okay, so we're gonna get different types of zombies. Like,
oh yeah, that too.
A lot of different types of zombies apparently.
Zombies with guns.
Zombies with guns. Maybe. Who knows?
Zombies with guns in the blackout mode.
Sure.
And they run as fast as the zombies do.
Do it. Oh my god.
You think they'll say Sam in the multiplayer mode?
I hope so.
Or will they go Woods or something in their voice? That'd be cool, actually.
Yeah. I mean, Samantha's not even important anymore, but sure.
But because people know the voice. I know the voice still.
Yeah.
It's just what the noise a zombie makes are iconic in those games.
Yes.
No zombies ever sound like that.
I still hear like when I'll watch YouTube videos of people like putting in their own zombies and they'll use the Call of Duty zombie sounds because they're just so iconic.
Yeah,
and,
everyone just steals it. Like, fuck it, it's a good sound. Yeah. Because guess what? It is.
So yeah.
And it sounds scarier every game.
I think that's pretty much all there is that we know about for zombies.
We can milk out of what we saw at the press event.
I mean,
footage.
Other thing, I don't even want to talk about storyline stuff really.
Because they said there's going to be something, but what to the extent that will be or how is not known.
There's 4 new characters and
for zombies, yeah.
They look bad. I don't like the design.
I think they're on the same level as those new schmucks from the 1930s map.
Yeah, exactly.
They're not terrible. They're not great.
Yeah.
I do like the old man though. I don't know why. I like gadget old man.
Yeah.
I've always liked that type of character. Like they got with the big, like the 3 monocles or some dumb hat.
Yeah, yeah.
I like that dude.
He'll be cool, but that's it. Everyone else and the big boy looks cool. What's the actor?
the big boy.
The actor that plays him.
Bane.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I don't even want to talk about storyline stuff because we don't know much.
For once, you don't want to talk about storyline stuff.
For once, because we don't know. Like, there's nothing to talk about. It's
all speculation. Yeah, it's like, oh, they used a golden staff.
The trailer looked confusing, but I know that this is a different universe now. Well, not different, but different story.
New, not a different story. A new story.
A new story.
That's important to distinguish.
Yeah, yeah, you're right.
Because zombies are still there.
It'll line up with. It's funny because
you think they'll bring Gobblegum back?
I hope not.
You think they'll replace it?
Yes.
With what?
I don't know. Some sort of system, maybe a mask system.
Like free loot boxes or something for cosmetics only. You can't buy them or something. Instead of just getting Gobblegum.
I don't want any loot box related stuff in zombies anymore.
Even if it was all free and you can't ever pay money for it? They're gonna have to monetize this game some fucking way.
I know.
But what would you want it to be?
If I
would you want it to be like only for multiplayer and Blackout?
Yeah, I don't want the Gobblegums make zombies boring. Like not even because like zombies
because mutagens are gonna exist. Like, mutators are gonna exist.
Huh?
Because mutators are gonna exist now.
Yeah, yeah. Like zombies has gotten easy, and I don't even mind the easy part because it's only easy if you know what you're doing, which sounds silly, but like
if you're good at it, it's easy. That's what you're saying. If you're good at the thing, it's
no, it's not even that. Like you can you can look up how to like play Shadows of Evil, and you can just like you Andres spend 30 minutes looking up how to play Shadows of Evil, and then do it, and you can get to round.
And I'm like, man, I'm bored already.
At least. Yeah, it's the Gobblegum systems has made it, but the Gobblegum system made it boring. The amount,
I like the one that where they, make where they make the funny sound effects when they die.
Like I like the whimsical ones, but there's literally a Gobblegum that makes it where it spawns up to 3 fire sales.
Oh yeah, those are ridiculous.
It's that, and you can just start round 1 with best guns in the game and then just go. Like that's not fun. That's
or like a free pack-a-punch or something.
That's absolutely insane. Yeah, take those out. I hope they do masks, the mask system that Ben talked about. That'd be cool.
That'll be cool. I think the mask that they showed off in that Roman thing looks really cool.
Yeah, what I wanted to say, and then we'll go. What I thought was funny is people were saying was like when they announced that teaser a couple weeks ago with the mask picture, which I talked about. Mm-hmm. Someone was saying it's like don't get your hopes up too much about what this looks like because this looks a lot like what they did with Black Ops 3. I think it was called they had like a quote or something, or only the curse shall survive. That's what it was. Mm-hmm. Only the curse shall survive. It was a quote for the teaser stuff, and it was supposed to get everyone hyped. And those words meant nothing in Black Ops 3.
Wasn't there some disease in Black Ops 3, like
nothing.
With those dudes?
Nothing. Only the curse survived. Literally, it was these 4 characters in Shadows of Evil are cursed. That's it.
Yeah, they talk about it in lines.
It meant nothing.
And isn't it just they just die after that map or something?
No, there's
something they summon the big squid boy.
No, all we get is Richtofen comes, takes the Summon King, and then bounces.
So they're presumed dead then.
Presumed dead.
Presume they're dead.
Or I don't know. They're just there.
But I like the magician.
I like Jeff Goldblum.
I like Jeff Goldblum. That's just period. That's it.
Yeah.
No, quote me on that on my grave.
But
and it's him going. Have you seen that video of him quoting video game stuff?
No.
And he does the snake, but like really monotone with like no voice. It's like, did I do it right?
That's great.
I'm like, Jeff Goldblum, you're an idiot. I love you.
Yeah.
Stop being in Jurassic Park movies.
Yeah, please.
They're not good. They make a lot of money.
You were the best part of Thor Ragnarok.
Yeah. When you went away, I turned the movie off.
Yeah, pretty much.
And I came back like 10 minutes later. Like, I missed nothing, huh?
Yeah. But the mask thing that we saw in the teaser image.
Will that be the new perk system?
I guarantee it's gonna. I have a feeling it's gonna like that quote was mankind reckoning will be at salvation. It sucks.
That's so vague and nothing.
But it could be cool. They could make that cool. They won't, and it makes me sad because, man, the image made it look like zombies was gonna go creepy again, and
like actual horror.
And then when I saw the trailers, I was
they're
like,
going body horror, which I dug. I was like, I could turn into a goddamn monster in 9. I was like, oh, we're doing Dead Space? What the fuck is going on?
Yeah, like that stuff is cool, I guess.
I'm excited for that stuff.
Like that stuff is cool, but
we're not just fighting zombies or stupid space monkeys.
The 2 maps that we're getting, the setting is not scary.
Yeah.
Which zombies used to have like creepy settings. Mob of the Dead has a creepy setting.
Because war is scary.
War is scary. Prisons are scary.
Yeah, prison's scary just period.
But like a Roman Coliseum in the daytime is not scary.
What if there was zombie tigers?
I hope there are zombie tigers.
I would hate it if there's zombie tigers.
I would love it if there are zombie tigers.
Every gimmick enemy in zombies that has not been the zombies has sucked.
What about the dogs?
The crawlers, Garbo. Dogs
are cool.
They're fine, but
dogs were better in Black Ops.
They were fun
1.
And then it just got boring.
Well, because in Black Ops 3 they can die in literally 2 hits.
That's why they got boring. They were no risk anymore.
All right,
the monkeys,
horrible. Worst part about Ascension. Yeah.
The fucking spiders, whatever. Whack.
I don't mind the spiders, but that's fine.
The weird some mini bosses that follow you around the map. Whack.
Are we even going to talk about the dragons?
The dragons. Whack.
Please. If Jason Blundell, if you're listening, Craig Houston, if you're listening, Craig Houston, the head writer, no dragons, please. I don't want it.
What about worms? A worm?
Why do you repeat yourself as a question?
Because you didn't acknowledge me. What about worms?
I don't know.
What about drakes?
Sure. No. Nothing. No. What
about American Dragon Jake Long if he made a cameo?
Yes.
But only as a teenager, though, and then he dies.
Yeah.
Really violently.
Okay, I don't know how to end this podcast now.
American Dragon.
Black Ops 4 looks cool. I'm excited. That's pretty much it.
Jake Long's in it.